Hi, I recently came across an article that I really liked, or actually an audit that Google did on their own website properties. You can find it in one of the links of this blog. And I wanted to kind of take a look at my own blog and figure out if we weren't always following all the SEO best practices when it comes to blogging, um, and kind of do a quick audit on our own blog. So a couple of things, probably four or five things that we immediately saw that we're going to try to fix in the next couple months, is that the biggest one, we're not always using keyword phrases in the blog headline. So whatever you're trying to rank on in search engines for, like certain keywords, you want to use those keywords here. So if you sell, compost, or you're a landscaper, those are the type of keywords that you want to see in the headline. So for our web consulting, it would be a lot of consulting type words like SEO consulting, PPC consulting, and we're not always doing that really well. So it's something we'd want to fix or pay more attention to. Another area that we're sometimes missing when it comes to SEO, um, our blog, is hyperlinking anytime we're using keyword phrases. So one of the keyword phrases that we try to rank our website for is PPC consultants, or web consultants. And anytime we're using that keyword in the blog, you want to hyperlink it to the other page on your website that has to do with it. So if you go to ourwebconsulting.com, we have a whole page that explains our PPC services. So you want to link, when you use that keyword in the blog, to that particular page of your website. Another thing that we discovered, or best practices that we're not always using, is the title tag. So, well, two parts. Number one, I just talked about hyperlinking keyword phrases to the relevant page on the site. But anytime you hyperlink, you also want to use a title tag. So you'll see if I hover over this hyperlink, nothing really pops up. But yet, if I hover over these ones here, there's a hyperlink that pops up, or sorry, a title tag. And if you view the source code, you'll see it's right before the href hyperlink. There's a title tag, and that again helps screen readers, number one, read this page, and number two, it also gives the search engines a little more idea of what that hyperlink is going to. So up here, as I previously said, if we hyperlinked this to the PPC service page on ourwebconsulting.com, we'd want to add the title tag as well. So when we hover over it, it says PPC website consulting or PPC web consultant. It doesn't always have to be the exact keyword phrase that's in the text, but it should be something very similar. We want to be a little bit more consistent with our categories. Maybe you have 5, 6 keywords that you're trying to optimize your website for. When you label, or depending on the blog software that you're using, when you label your blogs or categorize them, try to use the same categories labels. So if for this one we use PPC, another blog, if we actually wrote out pay per click, that's not good. You want to keep it consistent. So either use PPC all the time or pay per click. Then if the other blog is about SEO, either use SEO or search engine optimization. Don't keep switching it up, because it allows the search engines to group those blogs together a little bit more effectively. And people can then also, if they click on this, they can find all the pages that have to do with PPC. And if you're calling it in another blog pay per click, spelling it out, then it's not a good user experience. Another thing that we discovered in our audit is it's great to have a contact form on your website directly right here. Maybe just name, email, phone number, and a little comments box. And that's as you optimize your website for search engines, you'll get more direct traffic directly to your blog. Not even necessarily www.ourwebconsulting, but people will go to google.com and search for AdWords optimization strategies, and they might be taken to directly to your blog, and you want it to make it as easy as possible for those people to contact you. So including phone numbers and a mini contact form, instead of forcing them to go, back to your website and find the contact us page, is it definitely a better user experience. There's a lot of social media tools being used on our blog, which is great. We're not quite getting the interaction that we'd like. Google's new One Plus features here. There's not that many comments being added, so we want to facilitate that more with kind of encouraging users to provide their feedback or to share the blog with their friends or family if they find it interesting. Those are just some high level tactics that when we did a quick audit on our blog, we want to go back and fix. Again, everything to do with general search engine optimization, like including keyword phrases within the body copy, and highlighting keyword phrases in bold. All those still apply. We just wanted to point out some more specific SEO best practices when it comes to blogging that we found ourselves not doing on the site always. And again, even Google gave themselves, when they did their audit, they gave themselves almost like an average passing ranking. They found that they weren't even following a lot of their SEO best practices, and so we're glad we did an audit, and we're going to go back in the next couple months and hopefully pay attention to a lot more of these tactics that were mentioned in this video. Okay, if you enjoyed it, please leave any comments or vote it thumbs up, or share the video, most importantly, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.